Hello, I'm going to show you this temperature thing. This is an infrared temperature. Basically you point it at wherever you want to get the temperature of, and it takes a reading at a distance. So that's saying about 20. I have a Vichy VC99 on here, which is also saying 22. Now what I found with this is I was taking temperatures off this hot end, and going by pronto face the temperatures were incorrect, and I thought, oh, the temperature adjustment wants done. Now to a certain extent the temperature still might want adjustment, but one thing you have to watch with these is this. So at a further distance it's doing a wider area, and the closer you get it's narrowing that beam, and obviously this is a small area so you want to be pretty close. This has a laser on it, you might see the red dot there, hopefully pointed at the Vichy 99. All the laser is for is to help guide where it's supposed to be pointing. It does have Fahrenheit and centigrade. It's pretty good actually, it's lightweight, pretty good, takes two AAA batteries. I quite like it, but as I say, it seemed to be giving the wrong temperature reading, this one. So I was testing this with my Vichy VC99, which has this thermometer, and I poked that into a hole in the hot end down there, so you might be able to see that. And basically I'm going to tell the temperature, well, let's take the temperature reading off here first, so I can let me get quite close, as I say, not touching but close, and that's saying 19. Okay, saying 21 on the Vichy 99. I am connected in, am I? No, I'm not connected in pronto face, so let me connect. And then I'm going to do some different temperature ranges once it connects. There we are. It's set to 200 at the moment, so I'm going to say set, and it'll start ramping up the temperature, and we'll see that the temperature increases on the graph in pronto face. We'll see that the temperature is rising on the Vichy VC99. It does go up pretty quick, I mean it's not sluggish. So it's getting up to 66. I won't show you this until we get to 200 because it's increasing all the time. But both pronto face and the Vichy 99 are roughly in agreement over the temperature, but this was quite out of whack in a way. So I'll show you that once we get to 200. This does have a sort of graph on the bottom as well, like a bar graph, so it's 167 it's saying. So you can look at the graph going up, or the like bar graph. There's no hot bed on this, heated bed on this printer at the moment. 198, so it's getting to about 200 degrees centigrade there. 199, 197, so it's going to fluctuate a bit as it sort of stabilizes at the 200, 195, 196, 198, 199, and now the graph is sort of starting to level off. We're getting 181 on the Vichy VC99. I have to be careful not to touch the hot end, so let me try and get this laser. Hang on, I have to come from this angle. You get pretty close, hold it on there a few seconds, and we're getting only 20 odd degrees it's saying there, so I think that's got that wrong. Let me try that again. centigrade, you do have Fahrenheit and centigrade on this, you can convert. So that's only saying it's 20 odd degrees. So I don't know what's wrong with this. Let me try. You'll have to watch silver surfaces with these, by the way. This is a bit dark in this because I have had a cigarette lighter thing, gas lighter on it to warm it up just when I was testing earlier. Let me try that again. Give it a few seconds. And that seems to be saying 28 degrees centigrade. Press Fahrenheit, it's only 81. So we can see that this is not in agreement with the Vichy VC99, which is 188, and it's not in agreement with Protomaker, which is 200. Let me change the temperature to 250 just to show you. Click set. So the temperature, this has two lines on here at the moment, like a target temperature in dark blue, and a bit lighter EX0 is extruder 0, which is, there's only one extruder on this printer, and we can see it's going up from 200, rising quite quickly now. Presumably because it's not come from cold, and I'm only asking for a 50 degree increase there. So it's getting to 245 there. Sorry, it's getting to 246 there. Yep. Fluctuating a bit. So it's starting to stabilise about 248 on Protomaker. On the Vichy VC99 we've got 233, and I can feel the warmth if I get a bit close to it, a little bit. Where's that laser light? When I can get it, when I can get this hitting, we're pointing at the, I'm going to point directly on the end of the cartridge here. Hold it a few seconds. And that's 160 odd, that's Fahrenheit, yep. Put on centigrade, which this is marked in, and we're getting 18, 19 degrees. And that's holding it very close. Let me try and get really, really close. About an inch away here. Point it at the cartridge on centigrade, and it's saying 130, 140. You get almost as close as I dare go. 150, varying a bit, but we're getting about 150 on this. So I wouldn't really rely on these. I mean, it would seem okay, particularly at lower temperatures. This does say it will go from these temperatures right up to 380 degrees centigrade. As I say, watch the distance, because the further away you're getting, the wider the area. And the laser beam, you can turn it on or off, is only 12 guide where it's aiming. So I'm basically going to finish off at that, and I thought my temperatures were coming out wrong using this, but it's this that seems to be wrong, going by the Vichy VC99. And I can tell you plastic has definitely melted in here. Pushed some plastic in and it was melting a bit. Wish I never done that, because now it's got clogged in the end, so I have to clean that off. While I'm here, I'll just show you that I have tied up this cables here for the hot end and the thermostat to the Bowden tube, coming through there, going round here and into the hot end. This might not be all that accurate because it doesn't really have a good contact there, but there you are. Right, I'll just give you a bit of an update. I've been testing this Vichy VC99 with some boiling water and testing this, and this was saying 100. Water does boil at 100 degrees centigrade at atmospheric pressure, and this was saying about 95, so this was about 5 degrees lower. So don't figure how this hot end down here is saying that temperature. I mean, it's not silver really down there, it's pretty dark on this hot end. It's got like soot on it or whatever from me using a cigarette lighter, like gas lighter thing on it. So go figure that.